Hello students, today I'm going to explain you the chapter Nehru's letter to Indira. So it was the summer of 1928 when Jawaharlal Nehru began writing letters to his younger daughter Indira, who was in a boarding school in Missouri at the time. So, in the first letter, that was a book of nature, he talks about how life began in the universe. In the following letter, he speaks to his daughter on a wide range of topics, including languages, trade, history, geography, science, etc. When Indira Gandhi was about to turn 13 in 1930, so Nehru started sending her more detailed letters. So these letters contain his understanding of the world, which he wanted to further impart to his daughter. Even while he was in prison, as a part of the freedom struggle, he wanted to make sure that his child is not devoid of her father's teachings. So, the meaning of devoid here is completely lacking is something. Okay, so that was of her father's teaching. Over the next few years, or we will talk about the after 4 years, Nehru continuously wrote to his daughter from prison. The letters added to Indra's desire for knowledge. In 1973, she wrote, "These letters aroused a feeling of concern for people and interest in the world around, so they taught one to treat nature as a book. I spent absorbing hours studying stones and plants, the lives of insects, and the night, the stars." So that were the words from the side of the Indra to Jawaharlal Nehru. So now let's start a reading of the letter that was written by Jawaharlal Nehru to Indira. So on your birthday, you have been that is starting with the my dear Indira. That on your birthday, you have been in the habit of receiving presents and good wishes, but I can't send you a present at that moment. But yes, I can give you the good wishes. So that were words of Jawaharlal Nehru. So at that moment, as he was in a nanny prison, so he was thinking that how can I send you the presents as I am in a nanny prison. So my presents cannot be very material or solid because that were only a wishes and blessings. So they can be of a mind and spirit, things that even the high walls of prison cannot stop. So he was saying that, sweetheart, how I dislike sermonizing, doling out good advice. So, meaning of the doling out is here giving something to a number of people, and we will talk about the sermonizing, that is giving moral advice. So, he's saying that I dislike this. I have always thought that the best way to find out what is right, what is wrong, that is depends upon your action. So, I have liked my talks with you, and we have discussed many things, but the world is wide, and beyond our world lies other wonderful and mysterious worlds. None of us need ever be bored or imagine that we have learned everything worth learning and become very wise. And after that, what am I do or then? A letter can hardly take the place of talk. At best, it is a one sided affair. Imagine that I have made a suggestion to you for you to think over as if we really were having a talk. In our history, we read of great periods in the life of nation, great man and woman. Do you remember how fascinated you were when you first read the story of that is a Jane the Arc, and how your ambition was to be someone like her? Ordinary men and women are not usually heroic. They think of their bread and butter, of their children, of their household warriors, and be life. They're not just thinking about that how we have to do a struggle, how we have to be a part of our freedom, but they just want and they just are busy in their bread and butter of their children, and we can say the luxury life. But a time comes when a whole people become interested in a great cause, and history helps even a simple, ordinary men and women to become heroes. And now, if we are trying to, be a part of the freedom, or that is can be a struggle. So this is only because of the history books that teach us a lot. Still they are teaching that how have we have to lead the life in a proper way. So the next he was writing there, he has helped to make the starving, the poor and oppressed free and happy. So Bapuji is in a prison, but the magic of his message has stolen the hearts of India's millions. that is about the millions of hearts, that has stolen. Men and women and even little children come out of their little shells and become India's soldiers of freedom. In India today we are making a history, and you, I are fortunate to see this happening before our eyes and to take some part ourselves in this great drama. What part shall we play in it? If we are to be India's soldier, we have to respect India's honor, and that honor is a sacred trust. It is not easy matter to decide what is right and what is not. One little test I shall ask you to apply whenever you are in a doubt. Never do anything in a secret, anything that you would wish to hide. For the desire of hide anything means that you are afraid, and fear is a bad thing and unworthy for you. Be brave, and all the rest follows. You know that in our great freedom movement under Bapuji leadership, there is a no room for secrecy or hiding. We have nothing to hide. We're not afraid of what we do or what we say. We walk in the sun and the light. Even so, in our private lives, let us make friends with the sun and walk in the light and do nothing secretly. And if you do so, my dear, you will grow up a child of the light, unafeared, serene, and unruffled, whatever may happen. I have written a very long letter to you, and yet there is so much I would like to tell you. How can a letter contain it? So, at last, Jawaharlal Nehru was saying that I don't think so that this letter can contain all the words of mine, because only a single letter can't contain my all feelings. So, goodbye, little one, and may you grow up into brave soldier in India's service. And at the end, with all my love and good wishes, your loving father, Jawaharlal Nehru. So, student, that is your chapter, Nehru's letter to Indira.